So let's check it out. Yes, we would like to start a new game. Dublin, Ireland, 1897.
Mr. Ward!
I waste no time, as there's none for wasting. I write from Blake Manor in Connemara. Yesterday a guest went missing. A young woman named Evelyn Dean. Everyone here carries on as if nothing has happened. She has not left. Of that I am sure. This envelope contains £200. Please, sir, accept this money and come quick, for I fear she's not long for this world. A further £300 will be paid out if you find her alive. I know the west of Ireland might well be the far side of the world for its distance from you, but there's no one else to turn to. I hear you are an honourable man, a steadfast investigator, and perhaps most importantly, godly. I pray for the girl that this is true.
Okay.
Evelyn Dean, daughter of the slumlord, Rupert Dean. I wonder if my employer hired me because of my past with her family. Or maybe they don't know of her father's involvement in my brother's death. I suppose that too will become clear in time.
Okay. I do quite like the art style here. It's like being in a living, breathing comic book. Okay, yeah, run faster by shift, control to crouch. Okay. Hello? Is somebody there?
What in hell?
I can't. I'm seeing things. The lateness of the hour and the long day of travel must have my nerves on edge. Still, perhaps I will ask. Okay. We can check all evidence to find the record. So, okay. The records contains a catalogue of all the evidence Ward has gathered during his investigation. Some evidence can be examined or analysed for further information. Okay. You can examine your hiring letter, for example. Okay. Okay, so we can, it's a little hard to see. Okay. But you can see here where it says like discussable with, so it looks like I can show this picture to people and find out some more information type thing. Okay, so if I've met the person it's discussable with, I'm guessing their photo will appear. So luggage, I can discuss it with that. Okay, map of the region. Okay. Okay. A bronze statue of a lady. It's not that old, a few years perhaps. A dedication to Mary Blake, the Marquess's wife. Though taken to it from us too soon, she will live on in our heart and lives through her kindness and charitable deeds. Okay, so that's given us a little bit of like evidence-y stuff. So yeah, Mary Blake, we can discuss with like ooh. A barrel of rusty colored rainwater. Okay. No. I should check with the front desk for any information on Miss Dean's whereabouts. Okay. Time is of the essence. If you are to solve the mystery of Blake Manor, time advances when Ward interacts with objects and characters. Okay, so like Disco Elysium. Okay, is she still... Tenants with carved faces and glowing embers placed inside, horrifying things. There's nobody around. I could ring the reception bell or spend a moment raking in the place first. Okay, mystery map. So, okay. You've unlocked a mystery. You should investigate it. Is Miss Dean still in? Okay. Each mystery contains evidence and leads. Evidence provides information for your investigation. Leads provide guidance and avenues of investigation. Selecting connection reveals context for why two notes are connected. Okay. Okay. The local news, albeit an old issue, some pages are missing, which remains are all positive stories. An old edition of the local paper. The main story is a burning of a family under suspicion one of them was a fetch, a changeling child. It is now 3 days since Miss Dean went missing. A listing of all guests' activities planned for this event. Okay, we can analyze people, documents, and certain items. Okay. Okay. There is a masked ball tomorrow evening at 9 PM in the ballroom. On Sunday, there is a silent dinner at 8 PM in the dining room. On Sunday evening, the ballroom hosts the grand séance at 9 PM. Talks held daily in the drawing room, located in the west corridor. Information on talks to be posted outside the room each morning.
What on earth? Who are you?
My name is Declan Ward. I've come for a room.
Well, you should have rung the bell, Mr. Ward. This area is staff only. Come, let us go to the lobby.
If it helps, I accidentally clicked on the door. So, don't blame me too much. Don't be too harsh. This book appears to have been read many times. An newspaper from 2 years ago talking of the local fair and the positive impact it had on the area. It's a book about those carved turnips. Okay. Okay, so this is one of those games where it doesn't look like there's a great place to put me, but it looks like here is going to be a slightly better place to put me than here. So it looks like there's going to be like all of my choices and stuff on this side here, and yeah. Okay, let's read on. Jack-o'-lanterns are turnips with faces carved into them. Embers are placed inside to give them a glowing effect. They are supposed to ward off evil spirits. They're based on Stingy Jack, a drunk who tricked the devil. After a night's drinking with the devil, he convinced the fiend to climb a tree. Then he carved a cross into the tree's trunk and Old Nick was trapped. Jack only let him down once he promised to never claim his soul. When he died, Jack wasn't allowed into heaven for his generally sinful ways. But the devil held true to his word and didn't let Jack into hell either, so he was left to wander the earth for eternity. Old Nick sent him on his way with only an ever-burning lump of coal from hell itself to light his way. To save his hands, he put the coal into a turnip and has been roaming the lands ever since. Supposedly, other spirits see the lanterns, think it's the real Jack, and run for fear he tricks them too. I hear they've taken the tradition to America but use pumpkins instead. I can't see it being as eerie somehow. Possibly. Yeah. A roaring fire. It's good to be able to warm myself up a little after that rain, but I'll keep my distance nonetheless. Refreshments. The water seems frigid, even for this weather. The Grand Séance. A gathering of intellects interested in esoteric matters, regardless of sex, colour, or creed. Join renowned mystic Carmela Mantovani as she leads us in the most advanced crossing of the veil as yet witnessed by mortal man. No wobbling tables, distant moans, or questionable plachettes here. See the spirit for yourself, and better yet, speak with it directly. What is going on here? Some attempt to talk with a ghost? That cannot be possible. I've heard of seances before, but always the spirit speaks to a medium, a person, or object. Surely all fraudulent, and spiritually dubious. What on earth was Evelyn Dean doing here? Her father did not strike me as a spiritual man, nor one who would allow his child stray so far from his sight that she could end up here of all places. Who was this woman? A place to leave luggage until the porter gets to it. A beautiful landscape paint. Wait, is there a man drowning in this picture? I don't see a man drowning in this picture.
I would ask that you sign in before you look around.
Fine. So mean. The Grand Séance. Yeah, okay, we got that. Okay, hi.
Now, Mr. Ward, was it?
Yes. I telegrammed ahead.
I see. We did not receive your message, Mr. Ward. Our telegraph machine is broken. Regardless, I am Vincent Varley, the manager here. We are quite full at present, but we can fit you in. I'll send word that a room should be prepared, and I'll show you to it as soon as is possible. It shall be no later than midnight. But first, we require our guests to sign in, if you would.
Okay, Miss Dean, she did it a few days ago. There's a lot of names here, all signed in within the last week, more than I thought there would be. Excluding myself and Miss Dean, there are 17 others currently staying in the hotel. A record of who arrived and departed and when. I noticed Miss Dean did not sign out. Only one guest is signed in with X, meaning this gathering has unusually high literacy rates. Person X and a father, Lorcan Sinnott, signed in after Miss Dean reportedly went missing.
I see you are busy for somewhere so remote, though it seems quiet around here.
The Séance has brought a great many visitors, it's true. Most have retired early to be ready for the weekend ahead.
Ah, yes, the, Séance. I noticed the Miss Dean's name signing in. Does that happen to be Evelyn Dean?
It is. Rather, it was. I'm afraid she's not staying with us any longer. Were you hoping to meet her?
I was. She's, left already?
She has, yes. Can I help with anything else?
Okay, we can engage in conversation with characters by discussing evidence from your records. Certain responses will reveal new information, exposing more about the characters and their mysteries. Discussing topics will consume time, obviously. So, like, discuss evidence. Okay. Okay. So, got the people. Okay. What can you tell me about yourself, sir? I'm the manager here at the hotel. With the utmost respect, Mr. Ward, I think that's all you need to know. I'm sorry, but did you say Miss Dean departed already? Yes, Tuesday night, perhaps Wednesday morning. Her letter said she had to leave on short notice. Letter? Ah, in truth, she took her luggage and left in the middle of the night. In the morning, we found only a letter and her payment at the front desk. Would that be usual for her? I could not say, sir. That was the first time she stayed here. Okay, what else we got? I'm sorry about the late hour. I misjudged the time needed for the journey. It happens often enough, though usually not so late in the day. Our driver knows the routes well. He would shorten your return trip. I will keep that in mind, thanks. You may deposit your luggage on the rack to my right. Our porter will then bring it to your room when ready. Okay. Is there much to do outside the manor? Refreshments can be requested on the patio. Many of our guests enjoy walking the grounds, and there is a hedge mage for your enjoyment. Mr. Hunter also offers horse riding sessions, though I believe those are now booked out. But if you're asking if there is anything outside of the grounds, no. Gofford, the town you took the carriage from, is our closest point of contact. I'm sure you'll find the hotel offers everything you could need during your stay with us. Breakfast, lunch and dinner are served in the dining room. There is a well-stocked library, a bar and a drawing room for relaxation, which includes a variety of games and records for your entertainment. Sadly, the bathhouse is closed at this time of year. The water is too cold to heat, and usually we have the telegraph room for communication. I am sure it'll be repaired soon. Okay. You mentioned the telegraph machine is down. It is. Likely, the storm shorted the battery. Terrible timing. I tried to wire the replacement, but I've had no luck. I'll have the groundsman look in the morning. What can you tell me about Mary Blake? Marian S. Blake was a kind woman and a dedicated mother. Her death came as a deeply tragic shock to all of us at the manor. The Marquis and his son were naturally never the same. No doubt that is the reason the séance is taking place now. Okay. It looks like you've gone to some trouble with this event. This séance is the first of its kind. It seems prudent to put some expense into the event. What makes the séance distinct from any other? Well, I simply run the hotel and would not be the best source for in-depth explanation, but I will try my best. A typical séance allows only limited communication with a ghost, limited in that the medium is needed, a host, a device, etc. It's believed that at the right time of year, with the right collection of people gathered, a more direct form of communication could be achieved. And so those people have been gathered here at Samhain, where and when the veil is thinnest, to see if that is true. As I say, that is the belief. Whether you believe it, Whether you believe it, Mr. Ward, is up to you. Okay, what other evidence do we have? The washerwoman. You will think me quite mad, Mr. Varley, but I saw a woman washing something in the fountain. I can assure you that our facility is a full laundry. Nothing is washed in the fountain. Perhaps she saw a bean knife? It would be fitting for the time of year and the gathering here, though unfortunate for whoever's clothes were being washed. Okay, Blake Manor. Tell me a little bit more. What can you tell me about the manor? Well, it was built in the mid-1600s on land awarded to Edward Blake for his part in the Cromwellian conquest of Ireland. It has since been passed down through the generations of the Blake family and has survived any number of tragedies. Marquis Jonathan Blake is the latest in the line to hold the title, with him and his son, young Master Walter, being the last two members of the line. It was the Marquis's initiative to open the manor as a hotel in 1870 to pull the place through the difficult post-famine years. That's all I could say, though I suspect there is more information in the library, should you care for more. Okay. Okay, what do we got? They must be difficult to see through. The damage must be recent, or surely he'd have had them fixed. He looks profoundly displeased. Is it with me or something else? Hand on pocket watch. He keeps checking his pocket watch. He's either pressed for time, ruled by routine, or both. Okay. Are you very busy, sir? I notice you're holding your pocket watch there. These events do not run themselves. And the manor's success depend on tight scheduling. Okay. Are you alright, sir? You look rather perturbed. I'm perfectly fine. My mind is on the hotel and the vent. Of course. Cracking glasses. Yep. Discuss. Did you happen to drop your glasses? It is nothing, sir. They are serviceable. I'll have them replaced after the event.
I need nothing else. Thank you.
Then please wait here.
Ha!
The staff will prepare your room, and I'll be back to show you to it shortly. Now, if you will excuse me, with the telegraph machine broken, I have delivery orders to write for the morning. If you need me again, you know how to summon me.
So, Miss Dean was here but left. Her date of departure does line up with the letter I received. It would be good to see the letter she left behind. Okay, by exploring and interacting with that... Yep. Okay. There's a detective vision. Alright, so what haven't I touched? There's nothing of use inside. This letter's written in a swirly script I think may be Middle Eastern. What on earth could these be for? Could be that they're important. Maybe there's a clue to their use somewhere around here. An assortment of trashy romance novels. A paper from 3 years ago. The main story is the carriage accident that resulted in the death of the Marquis's wife. Random issues, each focusing on how peaceful the region is. Personal letter from Victoria Lau has no reference to the manner of planned event whatsoever. No. Letters from Mr. Dupree. He's half-heartedly inquiring about a business. A photo of him outside the manor is included. His expression is flat. Might as well leave this here. Okay. There is a faint smell of burnt paper in the air here. Used to type up incoming messages for the guests. Ink and envelopes, presumably for writing letters. Paper imprinted with the Blake family crest. Empty envelopes for letters yet to be written. What was that? I could have sworn this page was blank, but instead there is something here in Irish. Aneseo an belak amak? If only the language hadn't been taken from us. It seems to be stationery, ink, paper for the machines, and so on. It seems somebody was trying to follow these instructions. But what's the acquired output voltage? Okay. 6 volts. The hotel's primary means of communication with the outside world. Apparently the battery is dead. It requires 6 volts. Burnt out discs are where the smell in the room is coming from. I'll remove them in case there's any risk of fire. Alright, let's give this a try. I can use these new discs to replace the old ones. Okay, so I need to assemble a battery with the right voltage to power the telegraph machine. It just needs the right number of discs in the right order. Okay. Okay, this diagram shows a voltaic battery with an input of 4V. The cell is made up of 2 discs called an anode and a cathode separated by electrolyte bridge. Okay, so it's a copper disc, a paper disc, and then a zinc disc. And I just, okay, so copper, paper, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's, yeah, that's identical to that, so 5. The battery seems to be working and the telegraph machine now has a hum to it. I should tell the manager. Alright, nothing in there catches your eye. There's nothing I can see from here that would be causing the burnt smell in the room. Seems to be stationed. Yep, we know that. Okay. Defenders of the national education system highlight that in the 60 years since it was established, we have seen an increase in national literacy rates, resulting in almost 86% literacy rates. A copy of How the Other Half Lives. It seems to be a book on photojournalism from the Americas. Okay, so we can still, like, we can tell the manager that we've done that thing. Let's have a look in here. I can look at that. Is this the emptied luggage of the hotel's guests? Locked, of course, but there's something about the pattern on that lid. The way it's pulling me in. I'll have to return here later. Okay. An ordinary vent, except there seems to be something stuck inside. The grate is fastened firmly to the wall. I can't get it out. Okay. Blaster cold. Mr. Hunter had best get on with fixing that window soon. Box of salt used to absorb moisture from the coats and boots kept here. Okay, so it's You failed to find any suspicious activity at the manor and left early the next day. Okay.
Sir, I've told you before that this area is for staff only. Leave, and do not come if you need assistance. May I be of service?
I've been noticing some strange goings on around the manor. Don't concern yourself. I suspect most occurrences are just a matter of exaggerated stories amongst the guests. Anything else is, well, it's an old house and no harm has ever come to its tricks. Okay.
Your telegraph machine seems to be functional.
Is that so? Mr. Hunter must have slipped in unnoticed and fixed it. Then you'll have to excuse me. I have messages to send ahead of tomorrow. I will be in the telegraph room should you need me. You shouldn't be waiting much longer for your room, I assure you. It will be ready by midnight at the latest.
Okay, so he's going to be in the telegraph room. I should act quickly. I don't know how long to stay in there. Okay. Character locations. Yeah. Okay. It's the map. The yellow indicates where the ward is. Okay, yeah. Alright, yeah, we want to go in the office. Empty hat box. Record of who is in which room. Useful information to have. There's something under it. I think this... Yes, this is Miss Dean's departure letter. On his desk. Strange. He must have been examining it when I arrived. It's signed... I wonder, does this match her signature in the sign-out book? Are there any differences in these signatures? Yes. The E's are wrong. These signatures are close, but they don't match. Someone else wrote this letter of hers, but who and why? Okay, we've gathered enough evidence to craft a hypothesis. Evidence provides keywords for each hypothesis, okay? Okay, press make hypothesis to open the hypothesis. Okay, complete using keywords from evidence. Okay, press, okay. Alright, okay. Miss Dean's letter is forged. What if? I think I see what happened here.
So, Miss Dean didn't leave the hotel. And somebody wants us to think that she did. But who? Can I learn anything about the culprit? Nothing suggests a relationship or lack thereof. They could just as easily have seen her signature in the sign-in book as I did.
Alright, we know they're speaking.
Yes, this is true. But it seems likely that all the staff and guests would. I'm unlikely to find the culprit based off this. Of course. Educating the people over here isn't exactly the Crown's highest priority. As a result, literacy rates are low enough in the west of Ireland. The fact that this letter was written at all is a useful clue to the identity of the culprit behind whatever has befallen Miss Dean.
She did not leave the manor, though somebody wants people to think that she did. Okay. So completing the hypothesis is critical to advancing the mysteries and finding Miss Dean, as each successful hypothesis will reveal facts about the culprit. Information you know about the culprit will appear on the panel to the left. Use it as the story unfolds to eliminate suspects on this screen. For now, it's time to get some rest. Okay. So we know he's in his mid-40s, the manager. Okay. What were you doing in there? Where did you... Sir, gather your things and get out of my hotel, now. Alright, yes,
Evelyn, daughter of the... I wonder if my employer... Or maybe they... I suppose that too...
Okay, now that,
What in hell?
alright, I'm gonna go straight to... Yeah, I know this already. Okay, so the discs aren't here.
Yeah,
Hello.
we did not regard. But for the book. The book, Mr.
Yeah,
I see you are...
The seance has.
Indeed, I know...
Is it? Where? She can I?
I need nothing else.
Then please wait. Now, if you need me again.
Alright. Because I feel like it's important that that's triggered. Alright, so it was... One, two, three, four. I didn't see that before.
May I be of
Um...
You're telling...
Is that so? Then you'll have... You shouldn't be...
Okay. Okay.
So, and somebody put a cannon? The fact...
Alright. Okay, I could have just gone back to my last save and done that, but...
Mr. Ward, your room is ready. Mr. Doyle has taken your luggage ahead.
A strange contraption. I wonder what its function is. What is it measuring?
If you head up the stairs... Your room awaits you up...
Fine, don't let me explore. I'll go upstairs, bet. Suck fun right out of it. Portrait of a woman with dark hair. She's holding an ornate vase that looks to be Egyptian. That's curious. The plaque reads Lady Wilhelmina Blake. Okay.
This room's yours, sir. Number 4.
Oh, you can skip to the next hour using the hourglass. Okay. Now let's analyze him. Unusual Celtic cross. Okay. Sunken red eyes. Shaky hands. He seems to be suffering from some kind of tremor. Okay.
Well, this is your room, sir. Breakfast is served at 9 a.m. in the East Wing Dining Hall. Nice chance to meet your fellow guests, that. Oh, I also put your luggage inside, sir. Anyway, sleep well and all that.
So I'm guessing I can't, like, empty landscapes, not much to paint around here, I suppose. Nothing in here. I doubt sleep well knowing that this damn thing is lit. It's gonna be warm at least. A guide to local flora and fauna, though the locale in question seems to be in the north of England. Little of interest for me in here. Okay. An intelligent and sly creature, though these traits do not seem to have helped it here. Poor Foxy. A fine gramophone. Not the kind of thing I was expecting to find in my room. Stranger still, it does not come with any recordings. More luxurious than I'm used to. Freshly dressed with good quality sheets. I should rest. Okay. Okay. It's spooky.
my head. I don't feel rested at all. What was that dream? So vivid. Despite my tiredness, I've woken with a new eagerness to attend this event's seance. Given I only learned about the event last night, I find that odd. What on earth was that?
Okay. Day 2, Saturday, October 30th, 8 a.m. in the atrium. Okay. All I know is that something's going on. Oh, here's the people. And a dead bird.
How fast must it have been going to break through like that, Mr. Hunter?
Hard to say, Miss Hisham. Some of the wood up there needs replacing, so all he had to do was hit the wrong part.
Mr. Hunter must be the groundsman. Given the attire, he is likely Father Lorcan Sinnott. Those whispering women, only one matching pair signed in at the same time, and Mrs. Victoria Lau and Miss Ivy MacLeod.
What is happening here, Mrs. Joyce? Myself and the Marquess were in a meeting with Miss Mantovani.
Oh, sirs, it were a crow. Poor thing was dead on impact. But don't you worry, we'll get this cleaned up in no time.
Mrs. Joyce looks to be the housekeeper.
Sorry, Marquess.
Miss Murphy? I was just coming to get you for young Master Walter. He won't eat alone. The food will go cold for long. Miss Murphy must be the cook.
Well, then I shouldn't keep Walter waiting any longer. Come, I shall leave the rest of you to it, and trust everyone to have a good day.
The Marquis of Doon, Jonathan Blake. Would the boy in that painting be the master of the house, Walter? The commotion seems to be drawing a crowd. Is this everyone then? Everyone except Miss Dean, of course.
What's all this about a dead crow? Would that be a bad omen for anyone traveling today, yes?
Please, Mr. Coventry. Oh, Finn's being here is bad enough omen.
Aunt! Some decorum, please.
Aunt? Perhaps then this is our route. Okay. I'm going to, I don't know how to say either of those Irish names, and that Theod? Rory? And Theod? Ha! She said far worse about me and all of it true. Aye, it's a bad omen commentary, no doubt about that. Mr. O'Finn, he wasn't in the sign-in book. He must be the ex.
A bad omen? And it didn't show up in your cards, Mrs. Erickson. Oh my.
Show some respect. Mr. Dupre, can't you keep your woman in line? Or is your dynamic the other way around?
Mrs. Darcy is not my woman, Mr. Skerritt, nor am I her man. We are people and belong only to ourselves.
Actually, the cards are more of a tool, a guide. They reflect...
Is there a need to prove yourself, Mrs. Erickson? Huh?
A French accent. He is likely Mr. Toussaint then. By a process of elimination then, that distracted man must be Cathal O'Meara. And of those remaining women, the lady on the right looks more like a Barbosa and the other a queen. Speaking of late rivals, who is our newest guest? This might be a good time to mention that breakfast will be ready at 9 AM in case anyone wants to return to their rooms and freshen up. Saved by the bellboy. One of those people must be behind Miss Dean's disappearance. But who are they all? They're all here for the séance, and some of them know one another clearly. Do they all know one another? Am I clearly an infiltrator? I can't think on that too much or I'll grow paranoid. All I can do is the job, investigate her vanishing and probe into these people. One of them is behind it. The more I can learn about them and their reasons for being here, the better chance I have in finding her. I should make a record of their movements. It might be helpful to know what their plans are and what their rooms are free.
Un moment. Monsieur, you would be Declan Ward, correct? Allow me to even the playing field. I am Etienne Toussaint, a debunker of fraudulent mystics, and it's the topic of fraud I wish to speak with you on.
Okay. Searching out fraud must be easy work in events such as this. In votre way, monsieur. It is a séance. Surely everyone involved in running it is a charlatan, the rest naive fools. Au contraire, monsieur. Many of the guests are true magical practitioners. But at a gathering such as this, there is likely to be somebody looking to take advantage of the more vulnerable attendees, those who merely believe. Alright, let's analyze him. Society of Psychical Research symbol, okay. And a notebook in pocket, okay. Do you always carry that notebook with you, Mr. Toussaint? More often than not. There's a lot to record. Best I don't change it to something fragile like memory. You agree, non? I have seen you making notes in your own journal, oui? Okay. If I might ask, what does that crest you're wearing indicate? Ah, it is the emblem of the Society of Psychical Research, a grouping of curious individuals who try to apply academic rigor to paranormal situations. It's a mixed set. Some believers, some skeptics, some in between. But I find it suits me to have some like-minded people to share my work with. Excuse me, but did you say there are people who think they can perform magic? None. I said there are people here who can perform it. You are, I know, not of this scene, but believe me when I tell you, magic, rituals, ghosts, it is all real. It is hard, of course, and expensive in what it takes, so it is not commonplace. Easier for some to fake. This is ridiculous. To you right now, maybe, but you are here now, and you will see many unexplainable things. Okay? You suspect someone, then? I believe most attendees are legitimate practitioners, but yes, I have my suspicions. Okay, attendees and staff have their own problems to be solved. Solving these mysteries will help you uncover more about their relationships with Dean and their own reasons for attending the séance. You've gained enough evidence to solve Mr. Toussaint's hypothesis. Okay, okay. I want to talk a little more. Proof. What sort of proof would suffice to show someone to be a fraud? Any number of things, monsieur. Catching them in the act, of course, but a record of their methods, a letter admitting they are faking it, even a confession would do, if witnessed by someone of standing. I'm sure you will know it when you see it. You know me, sir. Not quite. I know of you. It remains to be seen if you can truly are the man I've read about. Have you studied the strange device in the atrium? I have, and it is strange indeed, but this place has other similar devices. I'm unsure if it means anything or is purely for display. Okay. Have you noticed anything strange happening about the manor? I have noticed handprints on my mirror as if it were cold. Not the strangest thing, or at least I've seen stranger through my work. Okay. Do you think the seance's claims could be true? That they can actually summon a ghost and talk to it directly? You asked the wrong man, monsieur. But many things were considered impossible until they were done, non? I have witnessed many strange things in my line of business from what I know of her. If it can be done, then Mademoiselle Mantovani can do it. Okay. Have you spoken to the manager? Monsieur Varley, not extensively. I don't take him as one for idle conversation, my kind of man. Okay. And Evelyn Dean, did you know her? Do you know Miss Dean? We have met once or twice, but never exchanged anything more than small talk. She came off as pleasant, though I suspect there was more to her than she let on. Certainly I was right, as it is clear to me now that many guests have complex relations with the woman. What an interesting life she must have led. Okay, let's form a hypothesis. Okay, what do we know? Okay. What if? I think I see what happened here.
It seems Mr. Toussaint is here on a witch hunt and intends to force me to his side. I should confront him about this.
Your goal is to coerce me into investigating a guest for fraudulence.
Quite right. Excellent. I had planned to do it myself, but once I saw you, I knew you would have to help, Detective.
So, you do know who I am?
Indeed. I am an investigator of my own sort, you see. It would be foolish of me enter a new country and not read the papers, n'est-ce pas? As for my own investigation, I have focused on Madame Hazel Erickson. I'll get to the heart of it. She's an out-and-out fraud. About this I have no trace of a doubt. But my belief alone is not quite enough. I still lack evidence. Here, take this key. It will let you into room 19, Madame Erickson's room. There you can find something that proves the case. Of this I'm sure.
What makes you think I'd do a thing like that?
That's your job, is it not? And you would want to keep your presence here quiet? No?
Okay, so you're blackmailing me.
You won't hear a thing further about your presence once you have aided me. Here, the key. I shall see you back with the evidence inside the hour. Yes? Otherwise, well, I will have to make an announcement at breakfast. You will be out no long after, I assure you.
And how do you expect me to get into Miss Erickson's room safely?
I believe I heard her discussing her plans with Monsieur Aufin. You might consider listening in.
Okay. You eavesdrop on private conversations, okay?
I'm sorry, sir, but do you have a pen I can borrow?
No, no use for one. Drudgery is an oral tradition, so I never got much into the writing. I'll come and serve me grand for my purposes. Do you want my chisel?
No. I was planning on taking some notes. I want to go downstairs. and examine the energy left by that poor bird before breakfast.
Why?
I suspect there is something to be learned about our fortunes here. And if only I could have gotten to it before it was cleaned up.
Aye, well, I suppose some folks here have never gutted a bird to read its entrails before.
Is that some kind of Irish saying?
No.
Oh, well, you'll excuse me then.
Mr. O'Finn doesn't write, and I didn't see his name in the sign-in book. He must be the person who marked his name with X. I'll make note of that. Okay. While investigating, you can learn characters' movements across the weekend. This information is learned by asking people, searching rooms, listening in on conversations, and more. Okay, this information will be added to the timetable. Okay, so... you learn more information. Timetable populated. Characters will appear on the map each hour if you know the schedule for that time slot. Okay. Reminders can also be set so events aren't missed. Okay. So, breakfast in the dining room. And choosing the atrium. So, I need to, before 9 a.m., go into her room and check the... So, 19, 19, 19. Nothing happens when I touch it. Feels surprisingly cold. Okay, so we're looking for... What's the combination for this, I wonder? Okay. It says targets. Miss Dean's name is circled. I need to open to pen a letter.
I'm running out of time to find Mr. Toussaint as evidence.
The remains of a letter from a contract telling her that she is magically void, meaning she cannot learn magic no matter how hard she tries. No wonder she burnt it. Mrs. Erickson's schedule for this weekend. I have noted her movements in my timetable. Closed for the event. None of it is noteworthy. Dress bedecked with beads and sequins. Surely it's for the stage. Book on the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn, a spiritualistic society. Okay. Book by Mr. Toussaint, Frauds and Their Mythology. Volume 2 has several pages bookmarked. What is this? A mixture of morphine and scolapinem? Why is this concoction being used to sedate people? Is this for her own use or something more sinister? Okay, so HOGD. I'm going to assume. Ah, that was it. We have some ancient looking pages. Illuminatus Magicus Consumatio. Magic resides in the heart of the user. Consume it and you will take their power. Candles, a knife, bog oak, everything required to carry out the ritual. But who? I cannot risk picking another pariah like me. Place the sedated victim inside the ritual circle. This looks to be a ritual to eat the heart of a person and steal their magical abilities. Good God, she can't honestly mean to go ahead with this. Okay. Okay, I need to profile that. Okay, so she's in the... Pressing a necklace. Costume jewelry. Nervous energy. Okay, we've got a hypothesis. Consume the...
Mrs. Erickson intends on murdering Evelyn Dean to eat her heart and steal her magical abilities. I must confront her before I am too late.
Well, hello there. I don't recognize you. We haven't met before, have we?
We haven't. I'm Declan Ward, Miss...
Mrs. Erickson. Hazel, if ever we should get so friendly. I'm a medium by trade, so naturally I had to come to this gathering. I'm hoping to pick up some new skills before the end.
Okay. Your goal is to consume the heart of Evelyn Dean to steal magical abilities.
How could you possibly... Can you, read minds? Or did you let yourself into my room to rifle through my belongings? Bad news for both of us, then. You can't say anything without giving yourself up as a thief. And who would believe you? Whatever it is, you're no mystic, so there's no way you can't understand. To know such secrets exist, such wonders to see, and to be kept from it by some abnormality. What's the reason? I've put the work in and nothing. Am I a soulless freak? Is that why? Am I to be punished in this life and then again for eternity? Would you sit by and do nothing?
Well, I won't. I'll have my heart, my powers, my soul, and all you get by saying something is a nasty dealing with when I have them.
Stay out of this, Mr. Ward, if you have any sense.
Okay, good lord, the woman is insane, desperate or both. She must be stopped. Maybe Mr. Toussaint will have some idea. Okay. Okay, so there's something else in the mind map. But yeah, she's just a tiny bit crazy. Okay.
Ah, hello again, Monsieur Ward. Can I help you?
Mrs. Erickson has confessed to me. Quite a gruesome plan. She is indeed a fraud. She has no magical powers. She seems to be incapable of using magic, in fact. Something that plagues her. To the point where she will perform a ritual to steal the heart and magical prowess from another ear.
What? No. It cannot be.
She is in dire need to feel magic. To have it seems. But also, she fears that the reason she cannot use magic is a flaw in her soul.
She's blinded, of course, by our desires. Anyone who believes in a soul would also believe that there is no eternal bliss for them after murder, especially in a manner so foul. What's more, now you and I... Here, take my notes. Let her know that if she does this, not only it will stain her in her God's eyes for eternity, but also we'll see her hanged and raced to this oblivion she fears so much. She would be better served getting off this path now and finding more mundane solutions to finding her God's favor. I am told one can cleanse her soul with coin. My record shows she certainly coned enough of that in her time. As for you and me, Monsieur Ward, our business is done. Whatever reason you're really here, your identity is safe with me. And as for this place, news of our plans has turned my stomach. I've had enough mysticism for this trip. I shall be sitting the Séance out. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have notes to make in my quarters. Au revoir, monsieur.
Okay. Mr. Toussaint is no longer attending the séance. He now has the information he needs. His wish on Sherry does not do something more terrible. That gauge decreased and the light went out as soon as Mr. Toussaint decided he was no longer attending the séance. What exactly is that device monitoring and why? Maybe I should convince another guest to avoid the event and see if this occurs again.
Excuse me, sir. Is this your room? Number 4? Mr. Ward?
Yes, that's me.
Sorry to disturb you, sir. Just delivering this parcel to your room. It was left for you at the front desk.
Hmm? By who?
No idea, sir. It was left when nobody was about to see. Anyway, I'll leave you to it.
What is this? A journal? There's Miss Dean's name on it. What's inside? How did this get here? No postmark, so it came from the hotel itself. But from who? Regardless of who sent it, I should read the thing. Sunday the 24th, she talks of her arrival at the Manor. Everything seemed to go smoothly. Her writing is delicate and graceful, as was her signature. What are these 4 symbols beside the word suppliers? Monday the 25th, it seems she bumped into somebody who was not pleased to see them. Looks as if she was to name them on the following page, but that information is now missing. Tuesday the 26th, the night she went missing. She speaks of feelings of dread and she doubts she will sleep that night. Her writing's become more erratic since she arrived at the manor. A sigil with dreams scrawled next to it. I saw this in my dream. Did she dream it too? What does this mean? Did we have the same dream? What does it mean? Has anyone experienced anything similar, I wonder? If I could find even 3 people with similar experiences, then I could be sure there is something there. It seems some pages were torn out. This has left me with more questions than answers. Perhaps some answers lie in her reason for not being here. Maybe I can find something related to that or otherwise useful by searching her room. But in which room was she staying? Okay.